Hey first graders, happy last day of school. I'm so happy I get to be here doing Number Corner with you guys today. I hope you guys have had an amazing year. I know doing extended flexible learning has been difficult for everybody, but I hope that you have found some good in it, and I hope that it's made you even more excited to come back to school. Well, friends, let's get started with our last day of Number Corner. I'm excited because we get to see all of the last cards flipped over in May, and we get to figure out what Tad is finally gonna catch. All right, let's start with our calendar marker for today. So I did flip over the rest of the month of May. So you should see the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31. But today is May 28th, so first let's just write that in. So today is May 28th, 2020. I'll write it the shorter way, 5/28/20. All right, friends. So our pattern today is showing us a purple card with a number puzzle on it. So yesterday, Tad landed on the 43, so that's where he's starting today. And we see the 43 in the upper left-hand corner of our word puzzle. And then it shows a gap below him, then the 63, and Tad is next to the 63, in between the 63 and the 65. So where do you think he is today? He's on the 64. And we know that because the 54 is right above him, and it is too when Tad is on the 64. So grab your purple crayon and color in Tad. Sorry, don't color Tad in. Color in number 64 with your purple crayon. Once you're done with that, I went ahead and colored in the other squares that we did not get to do for the rest of the month of May. So I want you guys to make sure that you have 93 colored in with yellow down here, color in 74 with yellow, and color in 75 with yellow. And now look at what Tad caught. What is it? To me, it looks like a butterfly or maybe a dragonfly, but it definitely is some type of bug, which is perfect for Tad because we know that frogs like to eat bugs. All right, friends. Now, since he started on the 43 yesterday and we just colored in the 64, we need to figure out an equation to go along with what Tad just did. If he started on the 54 and has to get all the way down here, I need to bring him to the front. First, he needs to hop down. How many hops down does he need to take in order to get into the same row as 64? He needs to take 2 hops down. What does it mean to take 2 hops down on a 120 chart? It means to add 20. So 43 plus 20 equals 63. But he doesn't stop on the 63. He actually hops one more to the right onto the 64. So what would that look like in your equation? It would be 63 plus 1 equals 64. All right, friends, now to put those equations together, we need to put the 20 and the 1 together, which is easy because they're both equations are adding. So we can put the 20 and 1 together to make 21. So our final equation would be 43 plus 21 equals 64. All right, I'll show that to you with Tad. So if he's on the 43, he hops down 10 and another 10, which makes 20, and over to the right one, which makes 21. So he added 21 to get to the 64. All right. Let's double check all of our information on the calendar grid observations chart. Today is May 28th. Tad started on the 43 today, and he took 2 hops down and 1 to the right. And our equation is 43 plus 21 equals 64. and he landed on the 64. All right. Now, I need you guys to turn to page 69 in your books. For today, which is our last day, you're going to color in the days with me, and you're going to write on your paper the expanded form and some equations to match today's number. So first, let's add another x. Now, you don't need to use red and blue necessarily, but if you want to, it's a really good idea to make your page look exactly like mine. However, now we have all 10 of these x's filled up. So what do we do when we get a whole row of x, a whole column of x's? We color it in. So we replace it with a colored in red column. So now it should look like this. So look, we have 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. How fun is it that our last day of school is the 150th day? That's so fun. So the way we write 150 is by writing 150. Now, if you need to pause your video to color in your 100 chart, that's totally fine. You can pause it and then just play it again when you're ready to go on to the expanded form. So we have been in school 150 days. So, which is less than what we usually have, but we had to take lots of days off for the coronavirus. All right, friends, let's work on our expanded form. Remember, these two equations are exactly the same. They're just turned around. So we're going to write 150 equals, and now we still have a group of 100, which is correct, but now we have a group of 50. It's not 40 anymore, so that needs to be 100 plus 50. And do we have any extra ones? No. So we could say plus 0, but there's really no point of that 0 being there because it doesn't change the equation at all, so we could actually just erase it. So 150 equals 100 plus 50. Down here, it would look the same, just flipped around. 100 plus 50 equals 150. So you need to write that expanded form, which is this, right here on number 3 on your page. And now on number 4, you guys are going to write some equations that equal 150. Challenge your brain. You are almost second graders now. So do not do 149 plus 1 equals 150. Do not do 151 minus 1 equals 150. You guys can challenge your brain so much more than that. All right, once you've done that, we'll move on to a quarter-a-day data collection. All right, we get to collect our last quarter today, which is so fun because it makes another dollar. Remember, how many quarters equals $1? It's 4. So we have $1, $2, $3, and $4. If we add a quarter down here, we now get $4 quarters. We need to take these quarters to the bank and trade them in for $1 instead. All right, our total changes from $3.75 to $4. All right, friends, we ended the year with $4. What would you buy if you had $4? Maybe you could buy 4 candy bars, or I don't know how much Dairy Queen Blizzards cost, but what could you buy with $4? All right, and lastly, you guys have the Number Corner assignment. This is on page 67 in your Number Corner book, and recently we've been working on adding 10 and subtracting 10. However, now that you're almost second graders, we're going to challenge your brains a bit more than that because I think you guys are pretty used to that after a month of doing that. So now we're going to practice adding 11, taking away 11, adding 9, and taking away 9. The reason we're doing that is because 9 and 10 are super close. 9 and 11 are super close to 10. They're only one number away. So you do know how to do it, it's just slightly different. So let me show you. This says color each box your favorite color. So all of these you can do your favorite color. So pick one color you like, and then these boxes you need, or these equations you need to color in the boxes yellow or tan. So let's see, one of my favorite colors is blue. So 26 minus 11. Let's start with that. Here's 26 minus 11. I know if I'm taking away, my number has to get smaller. I know if I hop up on the 120 chart, I'm taking away 10. So 26 minus 10 equals 16. But I'm supposed to take away 11, not 10. So I haven't taken away enough yet. Well, I know that 11 is only one more than 10. So really, all I have to do is take away one more. So to take away, I have to go to the left. So here it is, 15. 26 minus 11 equals 15. And watch, let's double check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did it. Okay, now let's try 7 plus 9. Well, here's 7. I know that if I go down one hop, that's plus 10. But I'm not adding 10, I'm only adding 9. And I know that 9 is 1 less than 10. So instead of going just straight down, I have to go backwards 1 so that I'm only adding in 9, not 10. So 7 plus 9 is 16. Here, I'll prove it to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 plus 9 equals 16. Now let's try 45 minus 10. Oops, highlighted it early. Well, that one's easy for me. I know that if I hop up on the number 120 chart, I'm taking away 10. So 45 minus 10 equals 35. Let's try adding 11. 25 plus 11. Well, here's 25. Plus 10 makes 35, but I have to add 11. So I have to add one more, which is 36. All right, friends, I know you can do this because you are hard workers, you don't give up, plus you're almost second graders. So I hope you have tons of fun with this. I miss all of you guys so much. I can't wait to see you back at school someday, and I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing summer. I miss you guys, and I'm so proud of you.